With Captain being such a star on the track, his stardom certainly has continued here at Hanover Shoe Farms, with his foals in earnings of over $81 million to date has put him at the top of the class for pacing sires.
Captaintreacherous game, Sunshine Beach, Luke and Hanover, Captaintreacherous wins again!
Captaintreacherous strikes the front. Here comes Odds on Aquilius and Campbell. Captaintreacherous, Odds on Aquilius, Captaintreacherous!
Russell, what a beautiful view here as we get to walk underneath the trees at Hanover here. And you know what? Talking about Captain, going back to the end of his 3-year-old season, you guys said that's a horse we want to have here at Hanover. How does that process go? And it's kind of like you got to throw your hat in the ring and hopefully that the owners say we're going to go to Hanover.
Yes, there is often a negotiation. Sometimes they're thinking about multiple farms. Hanover has so many brood mares, quality brood mares, that any stallion that comes here is guaranteed to get support until his crops are racing. So you don't have people jumping ship. In this case, we were pretty good friends with the owners, and I think they wanted him to come here all along.
You know, he was our first really big-time horse that put us on the main stage, and you know, he was the type of horse, you know, we'd been looking for once we started this. And you know, I always say that when you have a great horse like that, it's happening so fast, you never really take the time to appreciate it. Now I wish, you know, that we would have been able to enjoy it a little bit more, but you know, we're getting to relive it now with some of his offspring, and namely this year with Fallout. So you know, hopefully he can live in his proverbial father's footsteps.
Captain holds a special place in your heart for putting you over the top.
Well, he was probably my first real horse that I baby raced to carry on all the way till his stud career. And you know, he was a lot of fun to drive, and he was tough, and a lot of pressure to him, but I'll take the pressure every day.
To say Captaintreacherous, and we bought him in 2011. George, Marvin Katz, Joe Sabraco, myself, Tony, of course. We went to White Birch Farm, saw him, and we knew we had to buy him. And it was, as my late friend Ronnie Gerfine said, WIT, whatever it takes. And we were lucky enough to purchase him. He wasn't the most expensive beach colt that year, but he certainly was the best. And he's become a better stallion than he was a racehorse, if that's possible.
He was tough as nails. He went to every dance in the 3-year-old Glamour Boy division, and you know, he was just awesome. He was tough, and he started his career out as a 2-year-old. I think he went to Woodrow Wilson here in '49, and you know, it could have gone 3 seconds faster that day. He was just, he come to his speed really quick and carried it till the end.
Wouldn't you say this mare is going to go great with Captain, and how does that kind of process work out?
Well, at the beginning, you don't know. So you basically pick an assortment of your best mares and breed them. You see how the foals look when the foals arrive, and then you go from there. If you have a stallion that tends to throw certain physical characteristics, if you want to amplify those, you can shift the mares that you breed, or if you want to diminish those, you can shift to other mares. But the first time around, you have to just send your best.
Now, when you think about the foals that the Captain has produced, what do you think are the main characteristics you see now primarily?
No matter where they go or what they look like, they get out there and win. And they're still doing it. You know, I mean, he was one of the, I believe he was in the first crop of sons of Sun Beach Somewhere to go to stud. And so from an early time until now, they've just been out there winning.
10 years after a horse retires, he becomes a great broodmare sire. The best stallion of today becomes the best broodmare sire. It's like Art's Place. He's had 60 plus foals that have won $1 million on the bottom. Art's Place has been the best broodmare sire in the history of the sport, like Albatross was before him. And I believe Captain will be in that realm in the next decade or two.
And it's great every year when we go to Harrisburg, we go to Hanover and make sure we go over and visit. And this year, this caretaker, he's going with me so he can go over and visit him. And, you know, you hope to think that they still remember you, but, you know, I truly think he does when we go. You know, he always comes up to the fence, and I want to think that he still remembers us and, you know, what a part we were of his life. And, of course, you know, what a great part of my life he was for me. I think probably the greatest race that he ever went for me was in I think it was the Hempt. You know, when he comes 3 wide and 4 wide, almost the entire mile. And at the head of the lane, I thought, you know, this horse just went a monster mile and he's going to be third. And he's going to be second. And then he surged that one last time to get up for the win. And the Metro in the mud was just an amazing race.
He's a gift from God. You know, I'm not a deeply religious man, but sometimes you get lucky. We all hope to have champions, and not many of them, our dreams come true. But when you get a horse like Captain, who fulfilled our dreams on the track and in the breeding shed, we're blessed, and we should enjoy every moment.